skin is just not enough of an argument for me. Especially I look at Blanket and his face, he kind of has like a face, Michael's face when he was a kid. Yes. Not now, but when he was young. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Michael, when he was raising his kids, he would tell them that you are black, always be proud of your roots. Yes. So why would she, as an adult, be like, oh, well, I don't think I'm black now, even though my dad is black, and
that's what she grew up knowing. Yeah. Exactly.
So I think that it's stupid that people are telling her she's stupid for it. Exactly. Like, she has no reason. That's her father. That's the only father she knows. That just is what it is. So leave Paris alone. This is already a girl who said she's tried to commit suicide multiple times. She's very fragile. I just wish people were more sensitive on social media, but they don't care on the internet. They just, they
especially for someone who has shielded their whole lives from the spotlight, and then to be brought into it once their father dies. It's like that
so suddenly.
So suddenly, and then coming out of just losing her father, like that's just like enough to make anybody like unstable, So people just need to give her a break.
Yeah, exactly. And I completely feel everything that she's saying. And I just wish the best for her in her modeling career. I think that's a perfect choice for her if she wants to be in the entertainment business. And I follow her on Instagram, and like I said, she seems to be doing well now. And I like that because, I just feel so bad because they lost their father so suddenly at such a young time. And, shout out to the Jacksons. I love the Jacksons. One of them I kind of have a crush on is Randy Jackson Jr. And he had a private Instagram account, and I requested him, and he accepted it.
Really?
I was like, I get to stalk all his pictures now. He's cute. I like the Jacksons. I don't know, I'm into that family. But anyways, so yeah, shout out to the Jacksons. We just, I know we've talked about this show before, Moesha, and we've talked about 9 shows that we really like. Yes. Can you believe they just had the 20th anniversary for Moesha?
I feel so old.
I'm like, wait, that show came out when I was 5? Seriously? But yeah, Brandy's been out. Brandy was like a true like 90s star. Like, you know what I mean? She was the 90s. She had all the hits, The Boy Is Mine, Moesha, all of that stuff. The Never Say Never came out in the 90s. Like, that's so 90s.
That's so crazy.
I love Brandy. I always say, like, Brandy, I played her on Love and Heartbreak last night. I always say I want Brandy to, like, come back and be like the Brandy she was back then. But, she's a full-grown woman now. Yeah. She was just a teenager back then. And, technically she was a child star. And
yeah, she was.
Sometimes it's hard to capture that same... I don't know what it is.
Like essence.
I don't know if it's because the fans grow up and their interests move on, or because the new generation doesn't know you. I don't know what it is that sometimes keeps people from having that same success that they had back then. Not to say that she's not still successful. She's still...
I think with Brandy, I think she actually stepped out of the spotlight herself.
You think so?
Yeah.
She could have, I don't remember.
I'm trying to
remember. She had a baby, I know that.
Yeah, and I think that's around the time when she stopped doing like films, and I mean Moesha I think was already over by then, but like I think she stepped back and just took the time to focus on like having a baby, her family, and that was that.
That's a risky move when you're at the height of your career to step away. It's a very, very risky move because it's not guaranteed that you'll be accepted coming back. I know I would accept her with open arms.
Oh yeah.
Even when she made the comeback album Aphrodisiac a few years ago, I bought it. and I really liked it. I thought it was a great album. Yeah. So yeah, the 20th anniversary of Moesha. My show from back in the day, Super Sweet 16, is going to be coming back. Did you have a Super Sweet 16?
Me?
Yeah, did you have a Sweet 16?
What did I do for my... I
had a Sweet 16.
I don't even remember what I did for my birthday. I always had like a party or did something, but I just don't even remember.
Yeah, I had a Sweet 16, and it was pretty dope, and I had to share it because I have a cousin who was born one day before me. So
that's cool though.
Yeah, it was never like a hindrance to me growing up having someone who had, we just always had to like plan our parties a certain way because obviously family has to go to both. But it never really was an issue, and I really had no problems at all sharing my Sweet 16 with her.
That's
like
cool.
Her friends came, my friends came, we
all
partied together.
Party,
and so it was really fun.
What did you guys like? Did you guys rent out a hall?
It was like a small place. I'm trying to remember where we had it at, and I know it was somewhere on State Street, but I can't remember exactly like where it was. But it was small, but it was packed, bro. Like there was so many people in there.
Probably sounds lit.
But it was a lot of fun. We had a DJ and MC.
Yeah.
We had food and like a whole other room with a lot of food. So everybody came through and it was just really cool. Like,
that
you know what I mean?
awesome.
And it didn't cost $10,000 and it didn't need to cost $10,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't have to be all of that.
My niece just had a Sweet 16 last year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wait, you have a niece that's 16 years old?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Alright. She's
like
bigger than you, calling you Auntie Anissa.
She's gonna be 17 in March.
I did not mean to put that 3 times. I'm sorry. I just put a comment in the chat and it came up like 3 times and that was an accident. Now, anyways. So, yeah, so there's a lot that's been going on. I know 2017 is going to have so many more crazy things I'm going to be wishing that we're on so I could talk about
them.
Like,
yeah.
dang. But this is why you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Keep It Scripted, because I'm going to be talking about things on there too. Got a new show coming to my YouTube channel that Anissa is going to be part of, along with some other people. So we have a lot of things. You're still going to be seeing our faces as long as you want to. If you follow us.
If you seek them.
Yeah, if you seek this. So we're going to be coming back with the lounge in the summertime. I'm thinking June, like early June, maybe a little sooner if we get antsy. But you're still going to catch me on KBLP. I have 2 episodes of my show, Love and Heartbreak, left Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Mountain Time. So 2 more episodes of that. Like Egg said in the chat, I'm going to be guest hosting a couple episodes of the new conspiracy theory show that's going to be coming out. Because, nobody likes conspiracies as much as me. Getting into it.
Yes.
I get into my conspiracy, so you're still going to be hearing his voice on KBLP. Oh yeah, thank you Rob for reminding me. Trivia. Whoops, my bad, I almost forgot. And I want to correct myself too, this is so late. The New Year's Eve episode that we had, I messed up one of the trivia questions. I don't know if you remember when we did the top 10 best-selling albums of 2016.
Yes.
And I accidentally said, and I gave somebody a point for it, but I accidentally said that Beyonce had the top-selling album of 2016. And I didn't realize till after. I was like, wait, she had the number 3 best-selling album. And I accidentally said she had the number 1 because to me that was the obvious answer, even though I literally had the right answer in front of
you. Yeah.
I just wasn't. I don't know. I was too hyped that episode because we was just being crazy. But I would have corrected myself 8 years later. Adele. It was Adele, and I gave somebody a point for that didn't deserve it. I don't remember who it was, but I apologize. It was Adele. It was not Beyonce.
So how did it went Adele?
No, well, it was Beyonce, Drake, Adele. So Beyonce was number 3, then Drake was 2, and Adele had the number 1 best-selling album of 2016. Okay, so I have a little bit more trivia. So thank you again, Rob, for reminding me.
And the answers.
And then the answers to the first one. Okay, so. First question. And this guy is my Instagram crush. But anyways, Aquaman actor Jason Momoa got his start on what TV show? Alright, go ahead and put your answers out there. Aquaman actor Jason Momoa got his start on what TV show? Alright. I don't know if you think you may know that. Oh, wait, can you see the answer? Yeah, you're looking at it. Never mind.
You don't have the answer to the one you're about to put.
Oh, okay. So, next question. In the opening scene of the movie Inception, where do we find Leonardo DiCaprio's character?
That movie was a trip.
In the opening scene of Inception, where do we find Leonardo DiCaprio's character? Alright? Another question. Which Disney princess shared the same singing voice as Princess Jasmine? So you guys are going to have to think about that.
Which Disney princess shared the same singing voice
as Princess Jasmine? So there's a woman who's she did the singing voice of Princess Jasmine and for Mulan. And if you listen to it, you're like, oh yeah, they sound exactly alike.
Wait, did you just give the answer?
No. I put the actress Lea Salonga.
You just said Mulan.
But, huh?
You just said Mulan.
I did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You swear. You just said it. You said the same scene.
Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I just accidentally gave the answers to that last one. Alright, so anyways, last question.
Otherwise, I would have never known.
Oh. Where was Prince born? That's the singer Prince. The musician Prince, where was he born? Okay, so for the first questions that we asked, what is Anissa Nicole's college major? What is Anissa Nicole's college major? One person got it right. Everybody else is just throwing out. Y'all got her being a foot doctor, a vet. Y'all got her being a dentist, a criminal justice lawyer. Y'all got her everything like in the book.
And one person Teresa! Teresa, thank you. And then Teresa started to doubt herself a little bit.
She started putting out like all this random stuff, and Teresa started to doubt herself. She's like, maybe it's criminal justice. No,
Teresa, you had it right. Thank you.
So it's science.
Yeah, science major, yep, and going into physical therapy. So that might have been where Rob got the whole maybe other doctor.
He was just guessing. But it is science. We're going to keep it at science because that's what we've said on the show and things like that. So, all right. Dearie Love started her YouTube channel reviewing what supernatural drama. I thought this would be so easy because we literally
talk about it all the time.
Yeah, we had a segment dedicated to it on this show. Dev said vampires. But he didn't say that they were the show. He just said vampires. I don't know if there's a show called Vampires, but I started my YouTube channel reviewing the Vampire Diaries. I now talk about a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's how it started, the Vampire Diaries. All right. The foot doctor is not close to science. I'm sorry, Rob. You're trying to get those points. I'm sorry. What was the first major conspiracy ever talked about on the lounge? Dre said cloning.
And he was right.
He was right. I also would have accepted the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Because that was the first, big one.
Major, yeah.
We talked about cloning first, and then we went into the Mandela effect, so I would have accepted either one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see who got the Jason Momoa question. So the question was, Aquaman actor Jason Momoa got his start on what TV show? Did anybody get it? Everett said Game of Thrones. I think nobody got that. Okay, that was a hard one, so I'm gonna let that go. But
not
he actually
follows him like you do.
Y'all should, because he's a beautiful man. Alright, he was Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. He's married to Lisa Bonet. His life is just awesome. So you should follow him.
That sounds familiar.
And he's Aquaman.
Lisa Bonet.
He's Lisa Bonet. She played Denise on the Cosby Show. And her daughter.
I was like, why does that name sound so
Her daughter is Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
Very beautiful Zoe Kravitz. Anyways, Jason Momoa got his start on the show Baywatch Hawaii. So not Game of Thrones.
Baywatch.
Yeah, that was back when he was just
they're making a Baywatch movie.
Yeah, we talked about it before.
It looks funny.
We talked about that.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
And it didn't look that funny to me. But anyways.
It looked kind of funny.
Baywatch, Jason Momoa got his start on Baywatch Hawaii. That was when he was a pretty boy, little model, before he was all huge and superhero-esque now. Anyways, last three, whatever. What Disney princess shared the same singing voice as Princess Jasmine? That was Mulan, so Ayana got that one. In the opening scene of the movie Inception, where did we find Leonardo DiCaprio's character?
I know this one. He was on the beach.
Yep, he was washed up on the beach. That's right. And last question that we shall ever be asked of this season. Where was Prince born? I think Ayana got that too, and I think somebody else got it, but I can't. Who else got it? Anyways, it was, Rob got it. Minneapolis.
I would have never guessed that.
Where would you have guessed that Prince is from?
Prince?
I don't know anybody from Minneapolis. I don't know anybody who's ever been to Minneapolis.
Yeah, me neither. I honestly wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even guess.
That was our last round of trivia, guys. So let's give a round of applause for season 1 of The Lounge. Woo-hoo!
Yay!
Round of applause for Gabrielle Walsh.
Yay, Gabrielle. She's awesome.
Round of applause for Dre Zounds.
Yay!
I want to give a special thank you to everyone that's been a part of season 1 of The Lounge. So let me go down in order if I can. I'm going to mess up this order. I want to say thank you to Nolan Wells, our first guest ever, Dre Zounds, Shaw, Sane, Dre Polo, Ty Ward, Ike Diaz, Danny Jose. I said Ike? Okay, so Marissa, Joshua, Rob P. I think that's everyone that's been a guest. Am I forgetting someone? I feel so bad if I'm forgetting
Teresa.
Somebody. She hasn't been on the show, but she's been a very loyal lounger.
No, didn't we call in?
Oh yeah, she called in.
She called in to fill a spot at the last minute, didn't she?
No, that was just Rob.
No, Teresa did.
No.
Oh.
You're making up things. I'm sorry. It never happened. Maybe season 2 it will.
Yeah, season 2 when you get Teresa.
Yeah.
Lisa Trujillo. She was on too.
Lisa, thank you. And Lisa, she was actually on for the first time last week. So super great. Thank you to